Oh my god!
Lily! She's got to be in her room upstairs.
But what is this, though? Oh, throw that in the garbage.
Decided to keep it for safekeeping.
No. You can throw it in the garbage. Throw it in the lake of cum where it just fucking belongs.
And come?
Yes. In a little jar.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's like the Toy Story Supermax prison. Jar 'em. It's like, no, anything but the jar. You will be relegated to jar in the horny teenager's room.
Oh god. Next to the socks. She's seeping. My dad's covered in blood.
I am here to rescue you!
Dad, why are you covered in
Firing
blood?
a gun into the air.
Why do you have an axe?
Sweet little girl. It's me, Lily.
Just shakes her back. Hey, look! Is that a Joseph plushie?
What?
Joseph plushie?
They do something stupid like that, not tell you what happened to him, but then put fucking stuff in the game.
Yeah.
Look, it's Joseph. Bitch, where is he?
He's alive.
They just
Okay,
said he's
cool.
alive.
Where is he?
What
They don't
happened
know.
to him?
Go back to sleep. When you wake up, we'll be safe again.
Yeah, it's like right next to her.
Maybe.
Or is that supposed to be
Or it
Sebastian?
might be him because he had like a vest on, I think, in
the
the
last
first
game? Yeah.
He's like, just do. Well, it doesn't have glasses,
Mhm.
so that seems to be him.
Myra,
Oh, I took a nap and decided to walk up here anyway, I guess.
come on. Let's get the hell out of here.
I'm sorry, Sebastian. I can't.
Yes, you can.
Just a brain in a
I
jar.
don't, yeah, you don't understand.
Mobius has to be stopped.
Okay.
How are you supposed to do that inside the brainscape?
We've lost too much time to them already. We can get away, just the three of us. We'll go someplace where they'll never find us.
There's nowhere to hide. They're everywhere.
They say that's this massive evil conglomerate.
It's been around since the beginning of man.
And the only thing they ever really showed of that is, oh yeah, I guess they like disappeared a little girl
It can only be done from inside.
and then
Stem
made a
is
giant
really
evil
easy
brain
to
machine.
That's like a city in a brain.
connected to it via the chips in their heads.
Are what? Why? Why would you even do that?
Signal that can take Mobius down once and for
That
all.
What?
We're together again.
Or we could go find them and put bullets in their heads.
the weird priest was right. They're all just connected to
Yeah.
this brain machine for no reason.
Yeah.
I thought he was just stupid. Because that'd be the dumbest thing ever. Hey, you know this thing that makes people go insane? Let's just collectively hook up everyone that works here to it.
Yeah.
There's so much I want to say to you.
Na, 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 na.
You're still full of cum.
Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye.
I've been watching you all this time.
Well, while I tried to kill you.
Suffered what they
Don't
did
forget
to
that.
I watched you drink yourself into stupors constantly.
you. Didn't ask for any of this. You've been into hell twice for it. It's time for you to leave now.
Listen, you go fuck Kidman. You go fuck her good, Sebastian Castellanos.
I saw that ass too. And by God,
My God.
I wanted to smash
She's
his
killing
well.
a whole place full of people just for you.
You could at least give her a taste.
You go give her a Dickens.
That's why I'm doing this.
Make her see the Holy Spirit, my son.
Go.
Go for it.
I wanted to fill her soul. Go fill her soul with love. Jesus.
All right, I guess
I guess we'll leave.
I'll go.
Come get me, assholes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh shit, there's people here too.
Oh shit, they got me.
Warning, Alpha 1, emergency.
Okay.
You gonna shoot him?
Yeah, eventually. Just
No.
give me a second.
Shit.
Oh, I guess you had to listen to that.
You're not making this
Okay, close. No, yeah, no, no.
What?
Oh, my knee!
Get fucked, loser.
Bitch shot me in my knee!
Oh.
Oh!
Oh, come on.
Motherfucker. Just die from my dick! Did he just throw a fucking grenade?
Yeah.
Okay, let's... No, you wanted... Why did you go up? He'd thrown a grenade.
Double tap.
Well, almost. Close. And... Oh my god, you're just dead. You
Yeah.
have heals?
Nah.
Motherfucker.
There we go.
Get to
Yeah,
the stem.
die from your
Just
arm,
need to
nerd.
get downstairs.
Can he take his gun?
Report to the stem room.
Hang on, Sebastian.
This is not the stem room.
Nope, that was the wrong way.
Okay, this must be the way then.
Almost there.
All security personnel, report to the stem
Where's
room.
Slenderman?
He's fucking running away. He's
Nice.
in like a fucking safe room now.
He's sitting in a chair.
Jesus!
Damn!
Fucking Christ!
She's a fucking baller. She's got cool gloves too.
Lock. It's funny. Kidman's like my favorite character of this fucking franchise.
She's
and
pretty
she's like
great.
barely in the games.
Yeah. Alright, there's Sebastian.
So
He's like, okay.
just flip him the bird.
What are you doing, kid? Your actions will only result in your death. You
We'll
must
see.
know this. You had such potential. You could have amassed such power. And now you choose to throw it all away.
I'm going to monologue
Why?
now.
After all you've seen, all you've done, why the crisis of conscience now? Is it for the detective?
Because he's hot.
For the child?
The child.
Yeah, kind of both, honestly.
It's for me.
It's for me.
Yeah! Bitch!
STEM is needed. Imagine
Listen, I have to talk with
Imagine
my
it. It's a
hands.
brain machine.
consciousness for
Listen.
all mankind. No more wars. No
Oh, is this what that's
They
about?
want to hook everyone up to the brain machine,
Yeah, they
that-
want the Matrix.
and that controls them? No, not the Matrix. Because all of them are connected through STEM as well, but they're not in it. I think you need to have the core to send
We're
out
going back now.
rules.
I hope you were right, Myra.
Oh.
Dear Lord. It's all happening simultaneously.
I've got her. Where do I go?
Get to your room.
All right. But Myra's staying behind. You know why.
Okay. We don't have much time.
I'm counting on you, Kidman.
Just gotta sprint to my room.
Eh. I mean, it's just down the hill, really.
Yeah, boy!
We're almost there.
There it is.
Alright, cool.
Oh,
Oh.
God.
Where did that come from?
The skyscape.
Are gringos falling out of the sky?
Sí, El Guapo.
Yes, El Guapo. Would you say that I have a plethora of presents? Yes, El Guapo. Okay. Could you please tell me what a plethora is? Why, El Guapo? Man, Three Amigos is such a good movie.
Okay.
Yep,
Okay.
we're there.
Just gotta hang on.
We did it. It's gonna take a while, guys.
If you do,
I could just see him have been monologuing like this whole time.
otherwise, the punishment for your betrayal will be legendary.
Oh, would you just shut up?
I'm going to be legendary, all right. Legendary for taking you down. A world without choice isn't a utopia. A hive mind only works with a queen that controls it. Join us or die? Well, guess what? There's a third choice. And that's fuck you!
You are
Yeah!
but oddly admirable.
You're still hot to me, though.
It's a shame to have to lose you like this, kid.
I'm calling my mother.
Huh?
What? You thought that I was just flying by the seat of my pants here? I took my chip out 3 days ago.
No matter.
You
You think
bitch!
we didn't plan this whole thing?
You took it out 3 days ago. You didn't notice. I wasn't on Discord.
just left everything on red.
Almost out of time.
By the way, where's the daughter? Is she like in the center?
She's probably in the center.
It's just Rubric.
Hey, remember me from the last game?
Oh.
Go to the mirror. There's Tatiana. Is she gonna escape too?
Just fall back.
No, it's too late. Just chuck the child. I always hated you.
Okay. He does have upper body strength.
He's got a lot of upper body strength to just fucking pull himself up like that.
From his fingers.
From his fingies. His little fingies.
Lily. Sebastian. I love you both.
I'm sorry I tried to kill you. I'm sorry I went insane. Thank you for the the subtitles of the text.
It just opens up and they just all die.
No, it opens up and it's like fucking what's the movie where all their fucking people's heads explodes?
Yeah.
Kingsman.
Yeah.
It's like just fucking everyone's heads just explode. Yeah, they're dead.
Yep, just fucking dead.
Fucking dead. Well, I guess we did it.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, their heads didn't explode.
I just.
Their brains is probably like a micro.
Yeah.
He had one?
Yeah, they were all connected.
No, I mean, why would he have one? He was the guy that was going to be in charge of everything.
Well, how else is he supposed to control it?
You do it from the outside like a fucking smart person.
Yeah,
Don't
well-
hook yourself up to the machine where anyone on the inside could just become the core and go kill everyone.
Well, they're not smart, so.
Fox, die!
I'm in the cum.
You're safe now.
Lily. Where's Lily?
Ugh. Cum.
Oh god, I'm so gooey.
Stand over there.
I just got out of
Let me
bed.
just crawl real quick. I'm so weak.
Guys have been feeding like the base minimum.
Hurry! 'Cause 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 'cause
Like, it would open up and she would be, like, hooked to the machine, right?
Yeah.
Like, stuff going in her mouth hooked to the machine.
There's no need for that, but
No, that's not how it would be.
No.
She'd
have like
full
a
on,
feeding tube and
like feeding tube, the
IVs.
poop bag.
all of it.
How long has she been in there?
I don't know, a pretty good long time.
Yes, Lily. It's really me.
I bet you fucking were.
She got one glove.
The nightmare's over. There's nothing.
Who's this? This is your new mommy,
This is new mommy.
Kidman.
She's cooler than old mommy.
She's fucking great.
It really is, isn't it? I'm not still inside there, just thinking I'm.
It really is over. Thanks to Myra.
We literally killed them all.
Murdered everyone of Mobius.
Come on,
Same time. I mean,
let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah,
it's like, let's get the hell out of here. You can look at my butt as
that
we
was
leave.
one hell of a big rock we threw.
Yeah.
To hit all of the birds at the same time.
Yep. You did the Dio where he deflects Emerald Splash. Flick.
Can we set this place up with as much high explosives as we can possibly find?
Yeah, that'd be great. What do you know? It's like what was that fucking show? Altered Carbon, where he just backed up his brain to another brain machine, like Ruvik.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I'm fine.
We
How's the
did it.
game?
We did it.
Finally,
We fucking did it.
yeah. New Game Plus.
New Game Plus. I have to go through all of it over again.
Yeah,
We have to find the last fucking thing.
to relive our traumas, Jeff,
Mm.
and become stronger for it.
Go sneak past the ghost. Because that's how you get past your trauma, I guess.
Yep, we gotta sneak past the ghost. Ghost.
I will say it's better than the first one.
Yeah,
It's a lot better than the
yeah,
first one.
yeah.
There's a comprehensible story happening that you
Yeah.
understand.
It's still stupid, but you know,
It's
it's
still
understandable.
stupid. The people's reasoning is doesn't make a lot of sense, but the story, you understand why things are happening for the most part.
Yeah.
Big evil corporation.
Mm-hmm.
It's a not Umbrella.
Right. Which I think Umbrella's was a lot better of a plan. I mean, they're
At
like,
least the original Umbrella is like, yeah, we're making weapons, like bioweapons.
they get out of hand.
And then it's, oh shit, everyone found out that we're making bioweapons and we're out of business.
Yep. And then got out of hand, and now we're just trying to survive as we're being hunted. And they're like, I don't know, man.
I mean, Umbrella basically goes under after 2
Yeah.
and 3, I think. Because
Yeah.
2 and 3 happened kind of around the same time.
Yep.
But like
Oh,
by
excuse me.
4, Umbrella's like full ass gone. There's just the remnants like Wesker and everything still hanging around. And then there's still some people like the Code Veronica, where there's like fucking
Scientists.
some people, like there's one people like out in the middle of fucking acid and nowhere, was like, we are one of the founding members of Umbrella.
Just really rich people.
Here, me and my sister, who I'm also, because my sister is in a tube right now, but every time you're talking to her, you're actually just talking to me, because I'm insane.
I'm a crazy man.
But here's my sister. She's a fucking monster. And Wesker's like, I'm out. I'm going. I'm leaving.
The Wesker's like, this is stupid. Watch as I shadow jump.
I'm just gonna shadow step away. Catch missiles and throw them.
Yeah.
But just like for a video game to come out, and they're like, we're gonna answer the questions of the first one, and then they have the audacity to be like, you remember Jonathan?
That's it.
Moving on. You're like, motherfucker.
I like Jonathan.
What the fuck happened to Jonathan?
I don't know what happened to Ruvik. He just fucked
He
up.
died.
No, he took over Leslie, I thought. Like he copied it because he was just a brain in a jar.
Yeah.
So it was like, did he put his brain in Leslie's? No. Because at the end of the game, Leslie's walking away, and he looks back, and then they flash to Ruvik for a second, and then he keeps walking. Who knows?
Who fucking knows?
Castellanos.
Well, yeah. Like, it's an alright series. I think it was more hyped up when it was coming out, and I was more interested whenever I first heard about it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Evil
then, like,
Within?
yeah. But then once you, like, the first one kind of tries to do the twist where it's like, oh, you're hooked up to a machine. But the problem with it is once you kind of find that out, like, all tension just instantly drains from the game.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, oh, it's a weird brain machine.
That, and I really, I wasn't good at it because, you know, I only play this game like once every couple weeks. But I really wanted it to be more stealthy, like horror game. And it just felt like
it was a
little bit more
it was a
action-y Resident Evil.
crappy mixture of stealth and action game.
Yeah.
Where you either make it Resident Evil 4 or not. Like, personally, I would have rather it been more of an action game that didn't rely on stealth, that allowed you a fucking item box or something to keep ammo in.
Yeah, that would have been good. Would
You
have been fine
know,
with that.
Give you an inventory so that you can do stuff instead of, oh, you can sneak attack enemies for a lot of damage.
Nah.
Like, for the most part, I'm just kind of like, yeah, it's alright.
It's alright. Play it when you're
alright.
bored, I guess.
Evil Within 3 definitely will not hold much interest for me. Besides, we've already played the first two. I guess we could try 3.
Oh, man.
But I remember whenever we played the first one, and we got to the first thing, and we looked up, and we're like, is it fucking day? And that was instantly whenever everything in the game changed, and it stopped being as interesting or creepy.
Yeah, because honestly, like, with the first Evil Within game, the first bit was fun.
The first, like, hour or two, first couple of hours is so fucking insane.
It was
you're
cool.
Like, what the fuck is going on? And then, like, a couple hours in, they're like, this is what's going on. And you're like, oh.
That's not cool.
That's less interesting than I hoped. I was kind of hoping some fucking weird apocalypse had happened.
Yeah.
You
Like
know?
this Ruvik guy that was appearing in front of people and slitting their throats as some sort of antichrist or some shit.
Maybe you got shot to the future. That's why everything looks so shitty now.
Yeah.
And the world just doesn't make sense. And it's like, I was almost hoping it was like fucking H.P. Lovecrafty.
Yeah, like just some sort
Where
of...
it's just shit is happening that you cannot possibly explain. And then they're like, oh, it's in a row. You're inside of Ruvik's brain because we thought that was a good idea.
My God. You know, now that you say that, it's like it really could have been like an H.P. Lovecraft thing if they were just like, yeah, this... You don't know what's happening. This is just what you can comprehend. This is what makes sense to your brain. Is this actually what's happening? No. This is just what makes sense to you. What is actually happening? I don't fucking know. I can't comprehend that shit.
Your comprehension, if you even comprehended it, you'd like fucking just go insane and die.
You'd probably explode. You'd probably like start sprouting tentacles and horns and be like, I am...
it'd be like fucking Bloodborne, where
Yeah.
like the further you get into it, the more shit gets weirder and the more you can see.
Yeah.
Like the fucking giant goddamn Cthulhu monsters that are in the city that you can't see when you start the game, but whenever you get up high enough level, in
Insight.
Madman, like Insight, or if you get to a certain point in the game, it just shows them, and you're just like, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? What is this giant alien monster just hanging on the side of the building?
It's been there the whole time.
Is that what fucking grabbed me?
Yeah. It's just been there. It's like, is that why there was a weird teleportation thing?
Is that why there was this weird purple energy that kind of floated by an area?
Yeah. It was just dragging its handle on it.
It was just trying to grab you.
It was like, come here, I'm gonna get you. Then when it gets you, it just throws you in the air and kills you. And you're like, oh, okay.
But yeah. But then it's just like, oh, you're in a brain. Here's a boss fight with his sister that's fucking one-shot kill, and you have to restart the whole fight for her.
Yeah.
And you're just like... I think that's the most we've ever died in a video game. In our entire channel.
Really?
Is that fucking fight.
Huh.
Because I didn't even show it all. I just showed the moments of you dying over and over again.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, I cut all of it.
Yeah.
That's why I remember it, because I had to fucking cut all of it out.
I had to live through it. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
New mommy.
Get in the car, girl.
Slaps her butt.
There is no one else in this whole world, I guess.
I gave you a plush of your mom, or...
Yeah, I guess it is.
Yeah, I fucking love plushes.
No!
You just fucking leave her,
No,
you dumbass?
you're supposed to be in the car.
She has a cooler car, though. She's like, yeah, I took all their money.
They probably didn't have a whole lot. That's why she had a glove on. Because she had a scar hand.
A scar hand. We're going on a road trip, Dad. She gave us like $10 million. We can just fucking do whatever the hell we want. My Jeep. Vroom, vroom. Okay.
Please no fucking sequel.
Joseph.
No
Or is this
sequel bait.
Myra?
I don't want any sequel bait, please.
Oh, here we go.
No.
Yeah, here we go, yeah.
Skip it. Oh. 18 hours.
Yeah. Because I'm a survivor. I'm a rookie.
We did it.
Okay. All right, cool.
You can carry over certain things from your previous playthroughs.
That's cool.
Classic.
Okay. Oh.
Jesus Christ. Oh, brains resets?
Okay. Oh, cool.
No. I'll never wear it. Wait.
Okay.
That's just Silent Hill 2.
Yeah.
That was just fucking Silent Hill 2! That's not bad.
Yeah, it's his old one.
Yeah.
It's a good one. Oh, cool.
Another gun that'll fucking switch off.
Okay.
Oh, fuck you, video game. You have to beat the game to get rid of the shitty letterboxing? Or no, it gives you
The
letterboxing.
letterboxing,
Because
yeah.
the first game had the letterboxing, remember?
Yeah.
It had the forced letterboxing that no one liked.
Yeah.
So the sequel, they're like, hey, did you like the letterboxing? And everyone's like, no.
Okay.
We did it. We finally fucking did it. we beat it.
Yeah.
Like, it's alright.
Yeah. It's alright.
It's all right.
There you go.
I'd rather play the new Resident Evil 4 that's coming out because they're remaking Resident Evil 4.
Yeah?
So I think that's coming out next year. So I'm like way more interested to play that than I
Yeah.
am this.
Yeah. I get that. I mean, it's alright. I had a good time.
Yeah.
Just some things that, I'm just not good at shooting. I'm just not a shooting guy.
I don't know. I think this game had problems.
Maybe.
Like the reticule's like all over the place. Like whenever you move it just a little bit, it's like wink. You're like, all right, you can calm your tits.
Yeah. Not good at those sort of games. But that's alright.
What else is there?
I don't know, man.
Oh, I watched what's it called? Belle. A movie called Belle.
Bell.
It's an anime movie that's kind of like a Beauty and the Beast-esque.
Okay.
Where the characters are in like they log into a cyberverse. It's like a video game. Everyone can log into.
I think I've seen previews or something of this.
It's what made me want to like watch it. And I think it's on HBO Max, but it's in English only.
Okay.
So I like bought the Blu-ray for the Japanese version.
As you do.
Because I'm like, I don't want to watch the English version as my first fucking watch of this goddamn show.
I want to see it in its pure form.
I want to see it in its original form with the original actors they picked. Because whenever you get to the English version, sometimes stuff doesn't transfer over properly, or meaning gets lost, you know, and it's just easier to fucking write down what the fucking people are saying than trying to get voice actors to... No, it's easier to have the fucking Japanese subtitles other than trying to get an English voice actor to try to say something close in the same amount of time. Because sometimes it just doesn't fit right, or certain things of the parts change. But it was a good movie. I enjoyed it.
Alright.
I really liked it.
I did finish Cyberpunk up. That was good.
Yeah, that's a really good anime.
Really liked his crew. His crew was great, especially before.
I liked my favorite characters were Rebecca and the driver.
The driver was cool as shit.
Because he had that fucking badass mustache.
Yeah, I knew Jeff was gonna like it. And he dressed dapper.
He was a dapper gentleman. And Rebecca is just a little girl, like she looks like a kid, but she's just like a huge bitch.
Just guns.
Just guns.
And her brother was a perv douche who got wasted.
Got fucking murdered to death.
What was the name of the one guy? It was like a real simple name.
David?
No.
It's the main character's name, I think.
The guy who goes crazy. He's got the big ass fucking hands and
Yeah,
shit.
like the leader of the crew.
It was like Maine or something.
Something.
I want to say Maine, but yeah, he was cool. I liked him a lot. I have a thing for big, huge dudes that are just like, yeah, whatever, kid.
I don't know. I think I like the crazy asshole characters the most, usually. That's probably why I liked Rebecca so much.
She's real cool. Like, I love her aesthetic.
Well,
like,
my favorite...
Her color scheme was great.
My favorite thing about that is whenever, because it's Trigger. Trigger made that anime.
Yeah.
And whenever they were getting back to CD Projekt Red, CD Projekt Red was like looking at character signs, and they're like, "All right, the Lolita's got to go," and Trigger's just like, "No." Like a bunch of people were like, "Yeah, we don't really like the Lolita character, so if you could get rid of her," and then Trigger's just like, "No, she stays," and they're just like, okay. So we
will keep our lollies.
They were just like, okay. And then she became like one of the most popular characters of the show.
Because she's cool. She's got like
just answers the door in like
gun to
her
face
underwear and a gun. And she's like, what do you want? And she's like, delivering stuff. It's like, yo, fucking you idiot. Just get your fucking delivery. I'm not your fucking pickup person.
bitch.
Bitch.
And she's like, oh yeah, so anyway, how are you, by the way?
Still with the gun to his face. She never drops
No.
the gun, except for like to scratch her face once, and then she puts it back up.
They've got like big ass fucking guns, and she paints them and shit, and they're all cool looking. One of my favorite scenes is when he's like, I have to trust you for this. She's like, you fucking son of a bitch. I hate you so much. But fine. Every time you go crazy, I'll stab you in the neck with the...
Stab you in the neck with this bullshit.
It says, I hate you so much.
If you weren't already going to die from this, I would kill you myself.
Now give me my big gun. And now I'm going to need the bigger gun for this one.
But yeah, you can actually, like, in the game now, you can find her shotgun.
Oh, that's cool.
So the shotgun has so much fucking kickback.
It's true. Because, yeah, whenever she shot it,
Shoots and
flew
she
back.
like shoots
It was
backwards.
the
Like
best.
whenever you're shooting, it's just like boom, and you have to like recenter your shot. It's fucking awesome.
She's the best. Oh,
But yeah,
That's a good group.
it was a really good show.
it was really cool. The whole, I love that whole betrayal from the one hacker chick.
Yeah,
Saw it coming, but like, okay, she got the betrayal. Then she was like, well, fuck it. I'm gonna try to do the right thing.
fuck it.
Gets fucked up. Gets killed. Then spoilers.
Spoilers.
And then I love the scene when the guy's like, "Hey, I've got your stuff. I'm gonna be part of the company now." And they're like, "No,
No.
fuck out of here." And then dude shows up, and they're like, "Oh fuck!" Just murders everybody. Then you got, what is that guy's name? Nanobreaker. What was his name?
Fuck. Atom Smasher.
Atom Smasher. He just shows up as well. He's like, "Oh, this is my target.
It's like, oh Jesus Christ.
I don't give a shit about any of you people. You could all die. I'm just here to fight this guy." Little conversations they have where he's like, "Oh yeah, no, I'm the upgrade." And he's like, "Fuck you, kid. I'm a mercenary.
I've been doing this for like 100 years.
I give 0 fucks about anything
I'm like the one person who's never had to worry about cyberpsychosis ever.
for some reason."
You
It's
just got
crazy.
lucky for a couple years.
Yeah, but you are going crazy. I never had that problem. Why? I don't know, kid. Shit. Maybe because I don't give a fuck. I'm a ex-soldier that was like, "Fuck it, make me a cyborg." That whole idea of cyberpsychosis is kind of interesting.
Well, I mean, it carries over from like Shadowrun and the
Yeah.
original Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Is you get so much robotics and everything attached to you, you're like barely even human anymore, and your like brain stops functioning properly. Basically, like in Shadowrun, if you go above a certain percentage, you just fucking die.
Yeah.
Like you just die.
My question though is like, okay, well, I get that it's a a way for you to, it's a thing. So you're like, okay, you need some of your humanity, but why though? I'm just trying to think of it logically. Where
Well,
I'm
it's
like,
mostly the brain trying to
figure itself
function properly with
Yeah.
stuff that it normally doesn't have to deal with. Like you're adding a bunch of more functions to your brain.
out. I see. It just gets more tired. It's
So
like
you're basically just like
burning yourself out.
burning your brain out. So like a couple here and there, it seems the brain can handle it. But I mean, it's not like a lot of people with a lot of cybernetics survive for long either.
Yeah. Unless you're that dude's doctor. Doctor guy was kind of funny.
Oh, he's dead.
He just died.
Well, I mean, like you can go to you can actually like go to a lot of places in the anime,
Oh, okay.
and that doctor's not there anymore.
Oh, okay.
It's another guy entirely.
Okay.
You can go back to where Kiwi, the hacker girl, where
Yeah.
she died. You can go to that dumpster and look at it.
You're like, hey, I know
You're like,
this.
hey, look at that.
Is there like a blood stain or anything, or just
No, this show was supposed to happen like years before.
like? Oh, okay, fair.
And it's like in the video game, you murder Atom Smasher.
Oh, okay. Wow. That must have been a hard fight.
I think it's all right. I mean,
It's game.
it's not. Yeah, it's like a video game. He's just a boss in an arena area, and you just shoot the shit out of him or whatever.
And he's like, day.
He's like, "Yeah," and you're like, "This is for Johnny," and he's like, "What?"
Who the fuck's Johnny?
No, he knows who Johnny is.
Yeah.
He's like, "Wait, what?" Because he killed Johnny. He was the guy that killed Johnny in the first place.
Oh, okay.
And now you have Johnny.
You have Johnny. He's in your brain?
He's in your brain. He's the AI.
Okay.
He was a person once.
Okay.
He is a rock star anarchist.
Yeah. It's time to go burn down the city, samurai.
We got a city to burn. Yeah.
That's kind of cool. All right. Well, shit. Would you recommend this game to anybody?
I mean, me, no.
No. I would. I mean, it'd be like if you want to be like, I want a dumb game, sure.
I would mostly be like, yeah, it's okay. If you want to play it, you can, but...
It's not something that you have to play.
Yeah, it's not something I probably would have played normally myself.
Yeah.
Like, I think I played a bit of the original one, and I was like, it was alright. It was, like, crazy. And then I stopped, and I was like, we should probably do this for, like, the channel at some point. Because I think that was, like... a October thing we started up.
Yeah.
We're like, it's spooky month, so we're starting this, and it's going to take us, like, a year.
Yeah. It's take us a fucking year to do. Oh, well. But, I mean, no, we're done. We're done.
But... And then we just played this one because it came out, and we're like, yeah, we might as well get through it.
Finish the story.
In, what is it, 10 days, Front Mission Remake comes out for the Switch.
Yeah.
I got it pre-ordered on my system, so it'll auto-load.
Can we record on the... Yeah, we can
Yeah,
record on
we've been
Switches.
recording. We've recorded on the
Yeah,
Switch.
we have. Because that was Wonderful 101. Well, that was the Nintendo U.
That was the Wii U.
Wii U.
But me and Patrick recorded stuff on the Switch. I think that's what we did Hollow Knight on.
Okay. Okay.
Because that's just what I bought Hollow Knight on.
Okay.
Because I was like, oh, probably should have bought this for the PlayStation, but whatever, it's on here, so we're just going to play it here.
Yeah. It looked like fun.
It's alright.
Patrick was like, tell me about it every once in a while, and he's like, yeah, I just want to like find this thing or whatever. And I'm like, I have no clue what you're talking about. And I'm like, he's like, yeah, it's a real complicated game. It's like bugs and stuff. And I'm like, that's cool, dude.
It's a
looks
side-scrolling
cool.
Dark Souls.
Yeah.
And it's like really big.
Yeah.
And getting around it's kind of annoying at times.
Yeah. He's like, you got to find shortcuts and open up ways, and
You gotta
kind of have to know where you're going.
Yeah. Like, playing that as a first time through,
Hurts.
like, don't do that to record. Like,
Yeah.
you need to have someone there know where to go. Otherwise, it's gonna, like, double the game time.
All right. Well, I mean, it's all good.
You did it.
We sure did, Jeff. Sure did. Part of me wants to do like the New Game Plus so we can use other weapons.
Well, New Game Plus doesn't start until, like, Chapter 3.
Maybe I should rephrase. Part of me wants to do New Game Plus, but like take it slower, you know, and just kind of play around
I
with
don't
it.
know. We took it pretty fucking slow.
I could have took it slower. Because it's usually how I play games. I'll just sit and mess around in an area and be like, I'm just gonna...
But I mean, like, the main area that we were in the
Yeah.
first time, we, like, went around that whole fucking place.
Yeah.
And then whenever you go back, not a lot changes.
Yeah.
Like, we found the sniper rifle.
Yeah.
That's something that's, like, up to a certain point, you know, you can't get anymore. So we explored the shit out of that game.
I mean, like, kill everything so I can get all the upgrades.
Well, the
and
thing
stuff.
about this game was there's hardly enough ammo in the game to fucking kill everything.
Yeah.
You would need, like, a fucking unlimited ammo mod just to fucking do it.
We need that Solid Snake headband.
Yeah.
Unlimited ammo.
Oh. Man, I love Metal Gear.
Yeah, that was good.
I've been rewatching stuff because I watched one of my YouTube request thing. Like, hey, do you want to watch this? It was just like, hey, here's that fucking boss fight between Snake and Ocelot on top of the fucking Arsenal gear in 4. And I'm like, oh, I love this fucking fight so much.
I never played 4. Played 1 and Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3. I did the one we played with the Revengeance.
But man, 4 is so fucking good.
Yeah, I never played 4. I never played any of the ones where you were Big Boss either. Was it just 1 or 2?
What? That's 3.
No. The one where you're not Big Boss and you make
That's
Mother
5.
Blades. There you go, 5.
Metal Gear Solid 3 is Big Boss, though.
Yeah. No, I never played 5 either.
Well, they haven't updated those games to, like... The last system they updated those games to was PlayStation 3.
Oh, wow.
So, like, Metal Gear Solid 1 through, like, 4 are
Yeah.
only basically on the PlayStation 3
Okay.
as the latest system you can get them as, because Konami is a fucking shit-ass company.
You can, do you think you can get them on, like, the subscription thing that PlayStation gave?
Yeah.
No?
I
Not
don't
even
think
that?
so. You might be able to find some of them, but I don't think they have, like, official versions, because that'd be something Konami would have to put out. And Konami doesn't really care about video games all that much. Like, they have the new Silent Hill shit all coming out,
Yeah.
but that's mostly because, hey, we have a movie coming out, so we're, like, gonna just throw the rights to people and have them make the games for us. They're like, we need someone to make Silent Hill 2. Let's get the Blooper team, who don't have the best track record.
Oh, yeah. I did see that. They were remaking 2. I'm scared because I'm like, are you guys going to get rid of the fog like they did in, what was that, in 3? Where they were like, oh, you remember the fog? You can see through it now. And then it kind of ruined the game a little bit.
Well, that was mostly in the HD collections.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah.
because that wasn't something they did on purpose.
Yeah.
It was because, oh, we don't have the fucking actual full release video games anymore.
Yeah.
Our company lost them.
Yeah.
So we have to go back to one of the old copies we had where the fog was shit. And for some reason, we don't know how to upgrade it or change it, or we don't want to spend the money on it.
Yeah.
Konami's just kind of a shit company.
Yeah, I don't follow them that hard, but
Well, they don't do anything anymore.
well, that's what I mean. It's
Like,
I
they
don't-
fucking kicked out, after Metal Gear Solid 5, when they kicked out Hideo Kojima,
Yeah.
they basically stopped being a video game company for years until now.
Yeah, they were like pachinko, you said?
Pachinko and, like, electronic stuff. I can't remember exactly what it is. They, like, fucking healthcare electronics or something like that.
Wow. It's my heart monitor by Konami.
Yeah. But, like... But they had a new president come in and was just like, oh, he hates video games, so he's just shutting the whole fucking video game company down for part of it.
And you're like, that's kind of what they're... I don't know if that's
Well,
all
not in
they're
Japan.
known for.
That wasn't what they were known for in Japan.
No.
No. They were mostly known for, like, pachinko machines and shit. Like, that's the... That and, like, the other stuff they make are, like, how they make money.
Okay.
Video games, they make some money back, you know.
Yeah.
But it's not, like, a huge...
Interesting.
It wasn't, like, a huge fucking windfall for them.
Wow. That's amazing.
And then they fired Hideo Kojima, and then literally every video game company and people who make video game systems
Yeah.
were like, Hideo Kojima, here is hundreds of thousands of dollars. Like, here's millions of dollars. Will you please make a video game? And he's just like, all right, I need to make a company first. And then he made Death Stranding, which is one of the fucking craziest games I've ever fucking played, and I love it.
I know you did like a one-off of it. Did you ever like finish it for the channel?
No, it was just a one-off because that game, it's kind of repetitive. Like,
Yeah.
you're just walking everywhere, and I don't know if that'd be too fun as a single person, you know,
Yeah.
like just me alone walking, because I'd be like, all right, it's time to head back to that place now.
Do you think we could do the new Resident Evil for the channel?
You need Resident Evil 4?
4 and then like the Village and shit.
Oh, you talked about like 7 and 8?
Yeah.
We could probably do those.
It'd be kind of fun.
Those are good.
Because they're actually good, and I think they're pretty well paced.
Yeah, they're pretty well paced. 7 has some problems later in the game whenever you get to like the boat,
Yeah.
where you're kind of like, all right, this is
Well, we can.
going up and down decks now.
Yeah. Well, at least.
But
it's-
7 and 8 are like 1 and 2. Like you
Yeah.
have you have to play
Fair.
one and the other basically.
yeah.
The stories are
And you know, I
very connected.
yeah, and I never played any of the DLCs for 7, and they just released the DLCs for 8.
A lot of the DLCs didn't really matter too
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
Like one of them was super fucking cool.
Yeah.
Where you just played as one
Uncle?
of the uncle
I was
who just
told about
fucking
that.
punched shit. And I'm like, that's pretty cool. Another one you play is like Redfield Chris,
Mm-hmm.
and he's wandering around doing like,
Secret squirrel shit.
not even really. It's kind of doing just like, I'm trying to think of the term for it. He's doing like timed
Reconnaissance?
missions sort of
Oh.
things. Like, do this in so much time, get this many points to do this, and
Training?
kind of, but it's like a mission.
Okay.
Like, I've seen little bits of it, but I just didn't care enough to watch it through.
Okay.
Also, it's funny because, like, in 5 and 6, Chris is the superest of jacked. 7, Chris shows back up, and he's just like a normal-ass guy.
Yeah.
8, Chris shows up super jacked again.
He was juicing, bro.
He had cancer for a couple years, and he beat it, and then he's back to fucking working out.
Nah, he's juicing.
Like, it's crazy how fucking, like, much of a change there is between 7 and 8.
Yeah.
Where you're like, what the fuck happened in between 6, 7, and 7, 8 for him to lose all that muscle mass and then gain it back?
Found the Sidorak gem from X-Men and
Well,
said
like-
the spell.
Like, it's just fucking insane. Oh, we gotta start thinking about what to play next.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, but I don't know if you want to say what we're gonna play.
Well, I've been kind of like, there's like a couple things I had an idea on.
Yeah.
I can't really think about them. But I think we'll call it for here. We've been, I think, just talking about nonsense for like 20 minutes now. And I don't know if people care about our nonsense.
It's our fucking channel. We'll do what we want.
I remember, I haven't even pressed stop yet.
Yeah.
I remember me and Patrick had one episode
Yeah, we did nothing.
where it was literally, the title of the episode was just, we talk about shit on the title screen. And it was like 50 fucking minutes.
Yeah.
But I at least tell them, like, in the titles, I was like, we talk about fucking bullshit for like an hour.
Well, this channel is basically just
It's
Friends
our
playing
chance to get
games.
together and hang out because we're not able to do that all that
we're
much.
adults.
Because we're adults. We have full-time jobs, and some of us have children.
Yeah.
The oldest one of us doesn't.
The youngest. No, actually, I think Patrick's younger than me. I think so. Yeah, he's younger than me. The middle one has the oldest of children, who's almost old enough to be his own person. That little boy. That boy.
Oh, I've been playing God of War, the original,
Yeah.
the first of the new ones.
The DLCs or whatever.
No, the new one.
The new one. Yeah,
Like, not the one that just came out.
yeah. Uh-huh.
The one before it, because the one that came out in like 2018.
Right.
Because I was like, I should.
5?
I think it'd be 4.
Was it 4?
But it's just called God of War.
Yeah.
And it's not on the PlayStation 2.
Right.
But I've been meaning to play it, but I was just like, I don't know, do we want to play it on this channel? And I'm like, yeah,
It's
I kind of
pretty
just
good,
want
I
to play
hear.
it myself.
Yeah. Never played it. It's on my list.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Viking shit. So I was like, yeah, why not?
But I was just like, I kind of like, I have a time frame. Like, I had like half a month, and I didn't want to get into any big, long-running game because I've been thinking about getting into the Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. And that'll be 100 hours at least to play. And I'm like, I don't really want to get into a CRPG that, like, right now. Because I have 15 days until Front Mission comes out. The Front Mission remake comes out. And that's what I want to play. And so I'm like, I want to find something that I can do within, like, maybe 60 or so hours. And I looked on my system. I'm like, God of War. I've had God of War
installed,
bought for a while.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna re-download it onto my PS5 and just fucking play it when I get home.
Yeah.
And I'm getting pretty close to the end now. And I still have like fucking 10 days left until the mission comes out. So I'm like, damn it.
Well, there's DLCs to do. Yeah.
Not really.
There's side missions?
There's side missions.
You've already done them all.
I've been doing them.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, that is what it is.
No.
You can play, do what I do whenever I'm bored and play Age of Empires.
Yeah, I have like other games I can throw back to. But I was just like, I just want to beat another game in between so that whenever it gets to the time, I can just fucking... If I'm still playing it, I can just throw it off to the side and just get into front missions super hard.
Yeah, I tried playing Tiny Tina's Wonderland.
Yeah.
It's okay. I
just
don't
stopped,
get it.
I don't really care about Borderlands all that much.
I like the... All right, so I really love the first Borderlands. And I know it's super repetitive and just kind of like whatever. But it was a game that I used to play with my buds. So, you know, I just kept playing it, and it was just something I would do idly.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, collecting dumb guns, killing stuff, whatever. And then 2 came out, and I was like, I hate all these characters, the first roster. And then people were like, oh, you just need to play these DLC characters. I was like, all right, sure.
Oh, the main characters?
Yeah.
A lot of them were just kind of like, eh.
And then
they're like, here's like a girl that can summon a robot. And you're like, yeah, right.
Yeah. My buddy was like, you need to play, sounds like, because I only liked Mordecai and Brick from the first one.
So become the Psycho guy?
Yeah, they're like, do the Psycho guy. It's basically Brick. And I'm like, okay.
Well, I played Brick in the last game. I want to try something new this time.
And,
whenever I played 1, I played Turret Guy.
Yeah.
And after a while, I just get bored.
Yeah, I get it.
Like, there's one ability.
Yeah.
You have one ability.
Yeah.
And that's it. Do you like that one ability? Good, because that's the only fucking ability you get.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can kind of change up what said ability does, but it's still the same ability.
Yeah.
It's just you're changing what it does.
The flavor of it.
You're like, oh, I make this thing, and then they get frozen. Or they can be set on fire.
Yeah. Or you can electrocute them.
Or I have a turret. I now have 2 turrets.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. But anyway, so, you know, I never played any of the other Borderlands because for a while I never had like a PlayStation 3 or a PS4 or whatever. I think I'm always the last one to get a console. But then like I was kind of seeing this girl, and she was like, "Oh, I play Tiny Tina's Wonderland." I was like, "I'll give it a try." And I'm like playing through it, and I'm like, I have no idea what these fucking guns do, because it's like it shows me a picture of what the gun type is supposed to be, and I'm like, okay, it looks like a shotgun, I guess. And then I shoot it, and it's actually a machine gun, and it shoots beams and shit, and I'm like, I really wish I knew what these guns did before I started equipping them, because at this point I'm just sort of equipping what does more damage and hoping for the best.
Hoping it's not a shotgun in the middle of a long distance battle I'm doing.
And be like, well, I have nothing else.
Yeah. I don't know. I just got I get super burned out, and I stopped caring about those games like halfway through.
Yeah, I get you.
Or I'm like
I stopped playing Destiny.
Like, we're going through and we're just playing fucking, like, every mission we're coming across. We're like, yeah, this is great. And then it gets to a point where, like, okay, we're just doing story missions from now on.
Yeah.
We're like, I don't give a fuck about any of these side quests.
Yeah.
And there's some funny stuff that you can come across, you know, like, oh,
Yeah,
this
that's
guy,
fine.
his name is Shooty McFace Shoot or whatever. And he's
You
just like, yo, shoot me in the face. And then you do it, and he's like, thank you. I'm like, that's funny.
Yeah, it's funny. Shoot me in the fucking
He's just
face.
like, Joey, just shoot me in the face. And you just shoot him in the face. He's like, thank you. And he dies. I'm like, that's funny. I chuckled. But I didn't. I just, after 2, I just stopped playing. I stopped caring about the franchise at all.
I get you.
I'm just like, I want to just play. I mostly just play story games.
Yeah, and that's fine. I get it.
Like, I like single player story driven
You
stuff.
want an experience, you know?
It's because I like movies, and it's
Yeah.
just the closest thing to a movie I can get that I can also just play as.
Yeah.
Because if a game starts getting dragged out too long, I start losing interest.
Are there any other Telltale games we could play? Speaking of that.
Fucking tons.
Yeah.
I don't think we've really done any of the Telltale games.
We did kind of. Like, they weren't Telltale games.
Yeah,
But,
but I'm saying, like, I don't think we've done any of the actual Telltale games.
no.
We've done a lot of Don't Nod.
Yeah.
We've done the Life is Strange
Yeah.
series, and we did the fucking Wendigo one,
Until Dawn.
Until Dawn.
That was great.
They have a bunch of other stuff out now that I kind of want to get back into,
Yeah.
because like their next series was like the Man of Medan series or whatever, where it's like a bunch of, instead of like a game with like 5 chapters,
Yeah.
it's 5 games the chapter size is about.
Okay.
Like, there's still quite a few hours, you know, it's like 6 to 10 hours or something like that per,
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah.
It might be less.
Yeah.
But it's just like, yeah, it's like you buy one and then you play through that story, and then you buy the next one, you play through that story. But then, like, a lot of them were just kind of like meh from what I heard, and I was like, And then some of them are really good, and then they've released another one that's apparently, I think, pretty good. So I was like, maybe we'll just fucking sit down at some point and play through those.
Yeah, that was pretty good. What was it? We also had Beyond Two Souls.
Oh, we did a lot of the fucking... We've done almost all of the other...
Yeah.
whatever that French company is.
French.
But it was Beyond Two Souls and the Become Human. Me and Patrick did Become Human. The robot one.
Ah, Detroit.
Detroit. I think that was me and Patrick.
Yeah.
Yeah, Patrick played it, and that was the
He-
one time I lost my shit.
Yeah?
I lost my shit so fucking hard at Patrick in one of those scenes.
Yeah.
Because we have it, the puzzles, we put the puzzles on fucking baby mode.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, we are too stupid.
Yeah.
I don't want to be sitting here for like 30 minutes trying to figure out a thing. And there's a scene where we're trying to look for clues, and
Yeah.
it's showing us like a doorknob.
Yeah.
And there are fucking 6 green lines going to where the cursor is. And they
Yeah.
move where the cursor is to lead you everywhere. I'm like, why don't you follow one of the lines?
Uh-huh.
He's like, lines? Yeah, one of the lines. Follow one of the lines. So he starts tracing the door lines. And I'm like, what are you doing? I'm following the lines. I'm like, he's like, what are you talking? I'm like, follow the fucking lines, Patrick. Like, I fucking yell it. Because I lost my cool completely.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, the fucking lines. I had to, whenever I was editing it, I had to drop it
Oh, God.
down because I yelled so loud. I'm like, God, I lost my shit so hard.
He was like,
But there's just big ass green lines.
Yeah.
And I just fucking like, Jesus Christ, what is wrong with you?
Yeah. It happens.
We have it on baby mode, Patrick.
Poor Patrick. We should we should try to get, since I now have some more time off, we should see about maybe getting like all 3 of us to do something together.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of fun.
Patrick ever has time off.
Well, I
Ever,
mean, you
like-
know.
We were off for like a fucking month or so because we just didn't have episodes.
Yeah. Well,
And I was also lazy. I could have done some one-offs here and there, but I was just like, I don't want to fucking hook up everything.
We don't get paid for this. What?
I'm like, I just want to play video games
We're
by
just-
myself.
Yeah, we're just having fun.
After this, I might record a one-off or two, just because I
Okay.
have everything hooked up. So
Yeah, fuck it. You do you. You ever thought about, because I remember when we first started this channel, you did do the kind of reviews.
yeah,
You ever thought about doing those for, like, weird, obscure movies?
I've been thinking about it.
Why the fuck not, dude? That's kind of
Again,
your
it
thing.
just takes time.
Yeah, I guess.
Takes time and effort.
It does, but
I'd have to
if
like.
you just hook up a thing and, like, you know, just talk into a
I mean,
microphone.
it's like. But then what do I do? Do I just put like? Do I record, like video? Do I just podcast it out? Do I have like a fucking like a camera? Do I like something else I'd have to fucking hook up to the computer to fucking upload?
I mean, you could do just like kind of like this, like where you're playing a game just idly and then talking about it. You know?
There's so many fucking channels that do that, but with like news stuff.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
just
and
like,
they're just
what is
like,
the point?
yo, I watched this Neil Breen movie.
Yo, I watched Neil Breen again, and I've understood it this time.
No, I'm gonna play some Age of Empires while I explain this shit to you.
Like when I watched that fucking first Neil Breen movie enough, I'm like, I think I'm actually starting to understand what he meant
I don't.
by making this movie, and I think I might have gone insane.
Oh, Jeff, I was gonna tell you. So it happened again, where I watched a movie that I used to like a lot, and I watched it again and I
And
hated
you're
it.
like, oh no.
And I kind of hate
This was during my edgy years.
Yeah. So I ended up watching The Haunted World of El Super Bisto again, that Rob Zombie animated flick.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, it's a stupid, dumb, raunchy movie. And I know it's a stupid, dumb, raunchy movie. And I remember it was funny, you know, years ago. And then I watched it again with a friend of mine. And I was like, I want to say 30 minutes into it. And I'm like, I kind of hate this. And she was like, yeah, I mean, it's not
That's like
that
the
great.
second time you've taken someone to one of those, like made them watch this movie.
I didn't
with
make
you.
anybody watch
Yeah,
shit.
I know, but I'm just like, you sat down and you're like, let's watch this. And they're like, yeah, all right. And then you're like,
nah.
why did I like this? Or you had to turn to the person next to him like, I'm sorry.
That was the first one.
Because I remember, what was that fucking zombie movie? You're like, dude,
Hell
you should
Driver.
watch this. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, I mostly felt bad while watching it. Like, I felt bad for the actors.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that.
Because there's like the one scene where there's like this one girl that's like drugged up and strapped to a chair, and the zombies start like ripping off her clothes
For
and,
reasons.
and biting her.
Yeah.
And whenever they're ripping off her clothes, you can see her self-harm scars, and I'm just like, oh. I'm like, oh, now I just feel bad.
Yeah.
Now I just feel depressed.
Yeah. I didn't notice that, but
Yeah. I'm like, oh, man.
you and that film eye. But yeah, I remember like watching that with that person, and I was like, yeah, I'm really not into this. This is.
Like, I think I liked this a lot more before for
Yeah.
some reason.
I was like, I guess I've changed. And they were like, yeah, I could do without this movie. I was like, that's cool.
Like,
Let's do something
I
else.
laughed at one scene during that movie. Whenever it was like the super guy, when the it was like the politician who's just like, zombies are people too. They're not
Hitler
zombies.
wannabe,
They're people. And he's giving this big speech about how we need to protect their rights. And then they burst open a wall and they start eating him. And he's like, kill them all. It's like, but they're people. It's like, nah, fuck it, they're zombies. And then they just like rip him to pieces.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, all right, that was fine. That was humorous. And then the big evil zombie made a zombie rocket,
Yeah.
and I was like, why?
He made a zombie car. If you remember.
I mostly remember the rocket because it was a rocket made out of zombies.
Yeah. Or they grabbed two nukes and they used them to fly.
And they like formed together.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is even? Why?
Yeah. It's a super dumb movie. And I have it still, just to remind myself
Give
that
me
you
the
would
pyramid
change.
head chainsaws
People, yeah.
people. 'Cause at least that was dumb action.
Yeah. Oh, well.
But yeah, but that director is like known for being an edgelord.
He's a super edgelord.
And he's like way older than we are too, which is the weird part.
Yeah.
He's like in his 40s.
And he's like, yo, do you want to look at this zombie? Just keeps putting dicks on stuff.
Aren't I funny? You're like,
I guess.
it's like I'm
Here's
super immature as an
here's-
adult. Like
here's
I'm a
a-
super ass adult.
Here's a zombie that was pregnant, so now she uses her baby like a fucking kamasaguri. You're like, what?
Yeah, that's right. She used it like a fucking. She'd send it out.
Send it out and hit you and slap you a bunch.
The movie's weird.
Yeah.
'Cause I think I have one of his other movies that he made earlier.
Tokyo Gore Police.
Tokyo Gore Police. And I'm like, that one's alright. It's super fucked up and weird. But it's not like so over the top bad like that one was.
Didn't he also make Ichi the Killer? Or was that Yakuza Weapon?
Might be Yakuza Weapon.
I've seen Yakuza Weapon, and I'm like, alright, this is...
Ichi the Killer isn't weird enough. It's weird saying that,
Yeah.
but it's not weird enough for that guy because he
Yeah.
likes to have weird body horror stuff.
Yeah.
And the closest Ichi the Killer comes is that one guy that just takes the staples off of his face and can open his mouth a little bit wider than normal.
Yeah.
That's it. That's like the only weird thing in that movie, really.
I mean, unless you talk about the whore that, like, has a fucked up face all the time because her boyfriend beats her.
Yeah, but I mean, not real. Like,
Yeah.
her face doesn't become like a fucked up monster,
No,
you know?
it
Like, that's
doesn't,
what
yeah.
I'm talking about.
I see, yeah. Yeah, okay, fair.
No one gets like a broken bottle, stabs it into their face, and takes their face, and then blows in the bottle to shoot the part of the face that was in the bottle out.
No, that doesn't happen.
Mostly it's just Ichi murdering people and jacking off all over the place.
Just- with his weird blade suit.
Oh, man.
And crying a lot. He cried a lot.
And crying a lot. And that's where we're ending it.
Okay.
Just crying a lot.
Crying a lot.